falling. Don't know what it is you do to me. Yeah.
Good morning. Today I'm going to do a prepping video. What do you think? Food prepping, doing a prepping video. I've got, the first thing that I'm doing today is I've got about 4 pounds of ground beef in here. I'm going to be frying it up, and then I'm going to split it in half and let it cool off and put them in the refrigerator. I've got 2 recipes that I'm going to do this week that require ground beef. And so I'll bring you back as I do each thing. Okay, I'm back. All right, so this ground beef is ready, and it has a lot of grease in it. So make sure, and I've had so many people try to do this, make sure that you do not pour your grease down your sink. If you pour your grease down your sink, it's going to clog your sink up, because I've heard run hot water after it. That doesn't work, because once it gets on down in the pipes, it's going to get cold, and it's still going to solidify in your pipes and clog your pipes up, and that makes it even worse. So make sure that when you drain your ground beef, that you drain it into another bowl, just like this one, and then let it get cold, and it will get hard, and then all you've got to do is put it in the trash like I do. All right, now let me show you here. I've got 2 bowls. These are just very old bowls that I have the lids to. I can put them, this in hot, put the hot stuff in these bowls, and then I'm going to let this ground beef cool off, and then I'll put the lids on them and put them in the fridge for the 2 meals that I want to make. Okay, I'm back. And so the next thing that I'm going to prep is I've got some green beans and some broccoli, and I'm going to roast this. All right, now let me get my little paring knife out. And somebody asked me about the big knife to this that I used the other day and how sharp they were. These have got to be the sharpest knives, but these are just cheapo. Well, I mean, they're time and table from Walmart. They came in a set of 3. There's this little bitty paring knife, and then a bigger one that they call a utility knife, and then the chef's knife. And these really are sharp. And all right, so what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to cut the broccoli florets up, and I'm going to put them in this bowl. Well, I'll bring you back. Let me cut up all this broccoli, and then I'll bring you back. Okay, I'm back. All right, now you can see that I've cut up all the broccoli. They're all cut up into little florets like that. I don't really like long stems on them, and I like my broccoli kind of mushy. All right, so I'm going to put some, I'm using the Chosen Foods avocado oil, which I'm going to put avocado oil on both of them, but I'm just going to do these separately so I can. All right, so I'm just pouring some on here, and some avocado oil on here. And I got this. We don't have a Trader Joe's, but I got it from Amazon, and it'll be linked below. I'm going to go on and sprinkle just a little bit of that in here, because like I said, I'll show you just a little bit, because I don't know what it's going to taste like. So, and then I'm going to put a lot of pepper. Well, not a lot, but more pepper than I do salt, because I'm going to put Parmesan cheese on these after I get them, the green beans and the broccoli in the pan. So what I'm going to do is I've got the oil in here, and I'm just going to shake the bowl and getting the oil on it. And if you take your bowl and, well, probably bet if you take your bowl and like flip it, you can get all of the broccoli around on it. All right, now let me put my pan down here. And I'm going to put my broccoli, let me zoom out. I'm going to put my broccoli on this end. So this is a littler pan, but it'll be okay. It'll cook. All right, now I'm going to, let's set this up here on top of my thing. Now I'm going to, I've got to cut the ends. These are kind of still damp, so I'm going to put a paper towel over them and dry them, and then I'm going to put them back in this bowl where the broccoli was, and I'll bring you back when I get to that point. Oh, and my oven, I can't remember whether I told you or not, my oven's preheating to 400. Okay, after I looked at all these green beans, it's going to take a bigger pan to do them. So I'm got another pan out. I lined it with aluminum foil. I put the broccoli on the littler pan, and the green beans will go on the pan that I had the broccoli on. And now what I'm going to do is I've just got this Kraft Parmesan cheese, and I'm just going to sprinkle some all over the broccoli. And that's going to go in the oven as soon as I get these green beans done. Now let me show you what I'm going to do. The same thing with the green beans. I've got them in this bowl. I'm going to put probably about 2 tablespoons of avocado oil on them. I'm going to put some salt, but not very much, because remember I'm using the Parmesan cheese, and that's going to have salt in it. And more pepper. I've got coarse ground black pepper, and then the salt is just Morton's iodized salt. Only because my mom told me that you needed to get iodized salt because you needed the iodine in your system or something. So I've always done it all my life. All right, and I'm going to put some of the 21 seasoning salute on the green beans. If I don't like this, this is going to all be ruined. All right, now I'm going to do the same thing with the green beans that I did with the broccoli. I'm going to toss it all around in this bowl. All right, so I've got those on here now, and they're spread out as much as they can be. And this isn't a little pan, but I guess it's going to be a lot of green beans. All right, now I'm going to put some more of the Kraft Parmesan cheese on these. I've never had this on green beans, but I've never roasted green beans before either. So I'm just going to try this because I've roasted vegetables before with Parmesan cheese, and they've always turned out pretty good. All right, so I'm going to go put these in the oven on 400, and the next vegetables I've got to do is going to take a while, so I will bring you back. Okay, I'm back. All right, I just wanted to tell you what I'm going to do now. I am going to fix the squash and the zucchini on my big pan, and I'm going to put some onions on them and just cook some onions with them because I do like squash and zucchini with onions. So what I'm going to do is, these have already been washed, and this is the chef's knife to the one that, the little paring knife that I was showing you a while ago. This is the one that I cut myself with, so you best better believe that today I'm going to be careful. But I am going to cut the ends off of, both the ends off of the squash and the zucchini. And the onion, I'm just going to cut up into rings. And I'll bring you back once I get it on the pan and we'll see. Now I'll bring you back because I got to put them all on them and stuff, and I'll show you what I'm going to put on these. All right, so I'll bring you back. Okay, I'm back. All right, so I've got all the squash cut up and the onions all down in there. And I'm going to go on, and I'll probably have to put some more when I put it on the pan, but I'm going to go on and put at least 2 tablespoons on this huge bowl of avocado oil. Chosen Foods avocado oil. I got it at Walmart. And then I'm going to put 2 teaspoons. Now remember, this doesn't have anything that's got salt in it, so I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of salt. And then I'm going to put a heaping teaspoon of pepper, coarse ground black pepper. Alright, and I'm going to put, I'm just going to sprinkle some of this Badia Complete. This is pretty good. I like it. So I'm just going to sprinkle some of that. Probably a teaspoon of it. Alright, and I'm just going to do the same thing with these that I did with the other ones. I'm just going to shake this all around and try to get them all mixed up with the salt and the pepper and not drop any. I wish y'all could see under my table. I'm not going to show you because that will be embarrassing, but I've got zucchini, I've got squash, I've got green beans, everything that I've cut up today. The only thing I don't have under here is onions. Now here's this big sheet pan. I hope that all these are going to fit on there. House already smells so good from that broccoli and green beans. Ugh. All right, so I got to go wash my hands. That's the one disadvantage to being in a wheelchair and having to cook at your kitchen table. When you have to go into the kitchen to put everything in your oven, you gotta wipe your hands off with the paper towel, and I hope you don't get it. See, it's still like all over my hands, but I still gotta take this pan in there. All right, so it's on 400 degrees. All right, here's the green beans and the broccoli. I've been picking pieces of the broccoli out. I haven't had nothing to eat all day today, and it's 15 to 4. I haven't tasted the green beans yet. This is my first time having roasted green beans. I'm going to go on and put these in a bowl. Let these cool off, and these are going in my refrigerator.
You're calling.
Now, I've still got the squash and the onions in the oven, and I'll bring you back when they get to, oh, these cooked for 35 minutes on a 400 degree oven. Wow, this is going to be a long video. All right. I have got in my Instant Pot jam, I've got 3 peppers that I cut up just because I've got so many peppers. And I really probably, if I don't eat them, can use them. This is going to be, tonight, what I cook in here is going to be my dinner tonight. Well, not all of it, because it's definitely too much. But some of it will be my dinner tonight. So, like I said, what I've got in here is 3 peppers sliced up and 1 large onion sliced up. And what I'm going to fix this cube steak. I've got 4 of them that I'm putting in here. And the first thing, before I do anything, I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of kosher salt on top of the peppers and the onions. Right, and then I'm gonna put about a half a teaspoon of coarse ground black pepper on the peppers and about a half of coarse ground black pepper on the onions. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go on and put these cube steak in the jam, and I'm just going to use my fingers and I'm just going to lay them out in here ever how I can get them in here. I'm not really concerned about it. I'm going to use probably 3/4 of this beef broth. I'm going to use 2 packs of chicken gravy mix. I have so many packs of these in my pantry, and I need to get rid of them. I have a hard time saying beef broth. All right, and I'm going to put probably about 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce in here. Teaspoon of Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning. This is one of my favorites. I love this. It was 1 heaping teaspoon of that. See, I just put stuff together. All right, now I'm gonna stir this up. This chicken gravy mix has got some lumps in it, as I'm sure y'all can see, but I guess it'll work its way out. I'm gonna go on and pour the rest of the beef broth in here. Let me know if y'all have a hard time saying that too, because I've really never had a hard time saying anything but beef broth. I have a hard time saying. Those little things when you were growing up, Sally sells seashells by the seashore and all those things. I can say those, but I have a really hard time with beef broth. Now, y'all, maybe I should put some salt and pepper on these. And I should have browned them too, but it'll be okay. I was gonna brown them. I really was. But anyway, all right, now I'm gonna go on and pour this in here. The onions and the green peppers cook down. This will be okay. All right. Put the lid on. I'm gonna hit slow cooker high. I'm gonna take the time up to 4 minutes. It's 4:30 now, so this should be ready by 8:30, and I'll eat my dinner at 8:30 tonight. All right, I'll bring you back when this gets ready. Okay, I'm back. All right, now the squash and the zucchini is done. I reckon. It's soft and all. I've never, or I can't remember ever roasting squash and zucchini. Maybe I have. I don't know, but I'm going to taste it because it smells amazing. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to go back and look. I think I used the Badia, is that what it is? Complete on this. If I did, it is definitely going to be my new favorite seasoning. All right, y'all. I'm going to put this in my bowl here. And this is the last prepping that I'm going to do today, I think. I might get antsy after a while and fix the sheet pan meal that I was going to fix. And I've still got some Brussels sprouts and carrots. I don't know, I might do those tomorrow. All right, I'll bring you back in a little while. Okay, this is the last thing I'm fixing tonight. It's 10 after 10. I still have not eaten dinner yet. I had a little bit of squash today and a little bit of broccoli and a couple pieces of the green beans. My food is over here. I'm getting ready to put this chicken in the Instant Pot. And this has definitely been a prepping day. All right, so what I'm going to do is, these are boneless, skinless chicken breast and thighs, bone-in thighs. It's about 7 or 8 pieces. I'm not really sure. But what I'm going to do is, I've got this in here. I'm going to put the chicken and the water in here. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this seasoning in here. Oh my gosh, I'm telling y'all, that was the best. Well, it still is. I haven't eaten but just a little bit of the squash. All right, and I'm going to put some of this. I think this is the same as bouillon. It's broth base and seasoning. So I'm going to go on and put some of this in here. All right. And then the first ingredient is salt. So I'm not going to put very much salt in here. I am going to put some pepper. I'm just going to take it out of my pepper shaker here and put it in here. Come on, you don't seem to be going fast enough. I saw somewhere where you're supposed to hit on the bottom of it. That makes it come out faster. Okay. All right, and just a little bit of salt. All right, and I'm going to take this fork and just mix this up in here. And I'm going to somehow pour this in here. More than enough water in there. All right, and I'm not cooking anything else with this tomorrow. I'll fix something else. But this is I'm going to bring you back and let you see my steak in the gravy. All right, so I'm going to put the lid on this, lock it. I'm going to push manual. I'm going to go on and go 30 minutes. I think it'll be okay. You really don't have to cook it for that long, but what the heck. I got to eat and all this stuff. So, oh, whoops. Got to make sure that it's on sealing, and I just did that. And then lock it, put it on 30 minutes, and now it's going to come up to pressure. And once it comes up to pressure, it will start counting down. And I'm going to have some chicken for something. I haven't decided what yet tomorrow. But anyway, I'll bring you back. Okay, I'm back. And this is the last time I'm coming back. No more. It is 10:30 at night. I'm getting ready to eat my dinner. And then I'm going to watch TV and probably pass out. So what I've got tonight is just a salad. This is has, I think it's 1 piece of romaine lettuce in here. The rest of it is spinach and kale. I got sunflower seeds and bacon bits and Ken's creamy Caesar dressing, salt and pepper. And then here's what I cooked in I prepped or whatever in my Instant Pot jam. This is the cube steak with peppers and onions. I was going to make gravy and mashed potatoes and all that. I didn't do it. The rest of it's in the pot. I'll put it in the refrigerator once it cools off, and maybe I'll do it tomorrow. All right, so here's the cube steak. I'm going to taste that, see what it tastes like. You can see it's so tender I didn't even need a knife to cut it with. Let me taste the peppers and the onions. See what they taste like. Anyway, this is the end of the video. I'm eating my dinner. Tastes fine to me. If you like this video with all this food prepping in it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, look below for links to my Facebook, my Twitter, and also to different things that you can purchase at Amazon that I use in my own kitchen. So, you have a good night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.